Hi, hello, g'day, kia ora, welcome to the studio. I'm Paula from Moxy Mojo, and this is it, the last official prompt for the prompt list for Dephemerember 2023, the 28th of December. Thank you for joining me for today's prompts. Feel free to craft along or sit back and enjoy watching my take on the prompts from Louisa and Barbara. So today's prompt is me and my crush. I kind of knew what I wanted to do from the start of seeing this. So I've printed out some photos and I kind of turned it into an enlarged photo strip. So this is my husband and I at different stages. So I've got a couple of nice photos and then one, let's just say humorous photo, shall we? And these were my favourite photos of the two of us. I have also pulled out a variety of different things. I've got some things from the swaps that I got from Wendy. I've got some things from the swaps from Tanja. I've got some things that were left over from earlier makes. And these I printed out. I've made these title banners myself. And the bingo cards were from a Graphics Theory premium membership image that I was downloaded from their site. And I just thought I'd do something pretty simple with this today and make kind of like a belly band, come pockets, come see however it turns out. So I've printed off my photo strip and all I did was I created 3 boxes which I joined together, then slid my photos into each of the boxes and trimmed off any excess. I then printed them out as a whole to give me my photo strip. If you don't have the software or maybe the skills to do that, then you can just print off square photos and maybe cut a black frame if you wanted to do that, or just go over with a marker. Just as simple. So now, I know this isn't going to fit into my page, so what I'm going to do is kind of tear it across here, and I don't care if it goes uneven. In fact, that's kind of the look I want, but I want it to look like I've intentionally torn part of the photo off. So now, before I go any further, I'm now going to ink the edges of this, and I'm using Distress Oxide and Black Soot, and it's mainly to hide the edges of the cardstock, but also just to soften this frame a little bit because it just looks a tad bit too harsh for my liking. Just going around. Now I'm doing the 3 sides that have got the black frame on them that we can see. On the bottom torn edge I will do something else. And I'll do the same on here. Now I should explain it. This photo here was at a friend's 40th birthday and it was a fancy dress. So I've dressed up as I can't even remember what, but it was like a pleather outfit, for goodness sake. And my husband is wearing my wedding dress from my first wedding. Obviously I wasn't planning on using it again. Right, so we've done that. Now I'm going to use Distress Oxide in Walnut Stain, and this is on this torn edge. So I want it to look a little bit softer. There we go with that. So first thing I'm going to do is, I know I need to trim this paper down. So I want to first of all kind of measure on my journal how much I need. And I've decided to use this page. It is, and I love the fact that I can open my journal like this. I may need to, however, because otherwise that's going to keep flopping over and annoy me. So I'm just going to lay that down there. It was a tad bit awkward, wasn't it? So I'm going to put this on here about there. So I will probably, don't know if I want to use all of that. But now that I've got that on the end, so I was looking at it with it as a whole and thinking, oh yep, that looks okay. But now I've got to look at it. Okay, I've got taken the bottom off, so where do I want to tear it? So I think what I will do is leave about, so it's probably about 3/4 of an inch. So if I leave my photo there, and I want to, and where's my metal ruler? Here. I want to tear it around about there. So I don't know if that's straight, but it's near enough. And paper was torn like this. So we may do something with that. Something else with that, but I just wanted to, okay, right, there's my starting point. Now, what if we did kind of tear like that? That actually doesn't look too bad. So what we might do is tear that out there. So now we get to see some more of this background paper. That looks quite cool. And then we will, if we tear it kind of unevenly across here, there, alright. Now we're putting it kind of over to this side because we're going to do this side as a pocket, or maybe under there, maybe both. So we're going to stick this edge down, but I don't want it to be so far over that we've got too much bulk over here. So I like that there. That's good. Now, next thing I want was I like a little bit of this just to break up, but I don't want it to go over there. So we might leave that there. So we want to tear kind of down here, and we're going to tear through there. And intentionally tear it short. So that looks good there. We've got this coming over the top. I might just tear it off. So let's just go. Because I mean, it'll all go back into the scrap box. So we'll see. Maybe there. That might be what we want. Now, this one, although that's now going to cover my thing, so that kind of defeats the purpose of all that tearing that I just did. So maybe we put that there. So I'm going to have to tear off the bottom of that. Let's just go straight across there. So more for the scraps. That down there. That there. Now I want these photos, or this one and this bottom one, had a wee bit of red in them. So that's why I want to bring in some of this red. And this was in Tanya's scrap box. So I might just tear kind of down here. So I don't want to use it all or waste it all on one. I want to be able to make the most of it. But then I don't want that hole there. That's the only thing. So I'm going to put some of that on there. Really rough placement at the moment. Some of this to coordinate with the top. So this bit we can put, why not put that there? And then that way we can hide the evidence of my husband's beer, which is not really good viewing. If I put that edge to there, put that on top, under there, and then maybe some of that as well. Just do that. So I'm happy with that one, so let's glue this one down before I change my mind. That one needs to go there. So this one I will draw a little line as to where I want it to go. Just because it is quite a particular position. And then I'll need to worry about those pencil marks after the event. So that way, and then that way. There we go. Look at that. Apart from the fact I put it in the wrong direction. No, it's going to have to stay like that because I can't change it. Okay, note to self, next time double check. Double check. How many times have I said this, Paula? Do you listen? No. So now we're going to get this to hang down a wee bit. So I'm not going to glue all the way down. But I do know I'm gluing over the aforementioned beer can. and I want this to go all the way to the edge. Stretch. And I wiggle it. Yes. Note yourself, next time put the leading edge down first. One day I will learn. Right, so now right. Photo is a wee bit dark, but that's okay. Now, this one, I just want to emphasize that brown is distinct from the black. Right, so that is that. Right, now back to this other one. So you can sit there. Now, so we are going to, right, let's lift this bit off. Lift this bit off. Lift this bit off. So first thing we want to do is we are going to glue this from there. Right. So here we go. Oops, now it's stuck to me. No, don't do it. Alright. That's near enough the same place. Right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stick this down. So we're going to stick it on this side, down the back here. I'm not going to do in this gap, this side and the bottom there, so that when we put anything in, you're going to see it sticking out, hopefully. So we're going to, and I think I'll put this down because this is a wee bit fragile, which is why I am kind of firming it up by putting stronger stuff over the top. Right, so there we go. That's our gluing for our pockety pocket. Ah! As I put your fingers all through the glue, Paula. Surely by now you would be wise to these things. Alright. What on earth do you call that? Alright. Glue. 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 Right, so glued, 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 not glued. Pocket. Can still get my hand in. This is a good thing. Right, so now we know that this is going on here. But before we do that, we need to put our bingo on. And we don't want it hanging out too far over the edge. But given that we've got this coming in on top, we can go a little way. So if we get, because I want to strengthen this a bit. So if we put that there, I need something straight. That card will do. So we're going there and starting there. Out the way, lovey. Out the way for you too. So now this we are going to glue down on all sides. And it goes. No, it doesn't go there because That side's okay, but not this side. Because we don't want it sticking down, because that will defeat the purpose of the pocket. It's the right place, but it is now. Alright, so that goes there, that's cool. What we need to add is this. And this is kind of coming. Right, if we're going to put that there, this can go there. I'm probably cutting it a bit fine in terms of the scrimping on my scraps, but I'm so used to not having them, so I tend to make the most out of what I do have by using as little as possible. I really don't understand all those people who have so much that they just put like the whole lot underneath, say these photos, and you can't see it. But that's just me. You do you, boo. I love it, and I want to put it there, but I'm not sure where I want to put it. So let's just stick this down. So we're not gluing this side, we're gluing there, there, and there, and leaving this side open. Same as what we've done on that book page layer. One, but, and I forgot to check, so we'll do to there and we'll do to there, because Paula forgot to check. Because Paula is forgetful. This is another one of those do as I say, not as I do moments. But at least I managed to not glue it down, so you can still put something all the way to the back there. Phew. Right. Do quite like that. So now we want live. And I'm okay if that sticks over. Come here. We can do that there. I quite like the fact that there's another hole there. So do we just put another hint there? See, that looks alright. So maybe what we want to do is just go chomp, and then go, do I need to cut the top bit? So if because I don't want that tornage, so do that, and then go chomp again. Okay, so now we'll just gluing that bottom edge, and there. Right. So now here we go again. So we don't want, so if we glue to there, alright, so we're not gonna glue beyond there. Right, so going down, going around my label, including the bit I've just attached. So then all over that bit except for my overhang bit on this side here. And so that is going to go there. Maybe just put that patch there. That'll do. Because, yes, it will do. Add quite a bit of glue on it there, so there. That's on there. So in the end, I didn't use this. And then this can either fit inside here or fit inside here. So I might put that down there just with the bingo, or maybe the bingo showing out this way. That looks quite cool. There we go. Live, laugh, live, love, laugh. I like that. Something very simple. Probably I made it way more complicated than it needed to be, but it's nice to be able to do something filled with love to finish off with. I love the fact that you can see what you put in there. I mean, if I tuck that right down there, you can see what's in there through the pocket. So, I mean, that for me is a first. Don't be afraid to use pieces of paper that are ripped and torn for things like pockets, because it just adds a little bit more interest. And layer up bits and pieces, and yeah, skimp on your papers. Make them go as far as you can instead of losing the whole lot underneath. That's my lesson for today. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed this series. I'm sure to come back in a couple of days for the lucky draw for who will receive one of my journal guardians. And I will be making some more bits and pieces to send out to whoever the winner is of that draw. You've got to go for the 13th Magical Creatures. That will give you the details of the giveaway. You need to be a subscriber and then leave a comment below the video to be eligible for the draw. And I will be doing that on the 31st in New Zealand time. So I will see you back in the studio. It may not be till, oh no, it'll be the 31st and then the new year, which is really not that far away. I might throw in some extra videos over the next day or two after I've had a really, really long sleep. But it has been an absolute pleasure sharing this time with you. Thank you to all my new subscribers. You are absolutely amazing. Thank you to all the returning subscribers. You are equally amazing. And thank you to everyone who has watched even a minute of my videos, it means the absolute world to me. So I will see you back in the studio. Bye for now.